Alright, here we are in a run and driving video of our low mile 1996 Ford Eddie Bauer Bronco. It's just got a little over 120,000 original miles. I think it's like 124, but we'll hop in there. You can see got all the lights and turn signals going. Got her warmed up. It's coming up to temperature. You can see all the lights are really nice and clear. The corner lights got nice color to them. It's just running really nice and smooth. No shaking, exhaust leaks, hesitation or anything. Take you around the back here. You can see the exhaust is burning nice and clean. No smoking, you know, exhaust isn't shaking up and down or any issues like that. Got our license plate lights working, both of those. This is protected by a magnet so it doesn't scratch the paint or nothing. Up in here you can see the rear window works from the inside switch and it works from the key switch, but it goes really nice and fast. So we'll go ahead and hop in here and turn off the turn signals. You can see we got the bright lights on. You can turn the brights off. Alrighty, it's got a nice little Kenwood stereo. It's got your iPod hookup, or you know, want to hook up your cell phone. But the power windows, all those work and everything. AC works really good, nice and cold. Heater works, of course. You can hear it flip over inside the blend doors. You can hear all the different speeds. Works really good. So the overdrive off button works. We'll go ahead and turn it off for the drive. You know, horn works, all that stuff. We're gonna go ahead and get going here. We'll put it in park. Put it in drive, and you can see my foot's not on the gas, but we're not moving. So obviously e-brake works because my foot's off. Pull the e-brake and we start rolling like we should. Your wipers work. It's really dry right now. It's got brand new wipers, so it's a nice warm day. So we'll get cruising here. The four-wheel drive is a push-button system. You just push the four-wheel drive. It's shift on the fly, and you can see both the lights coming on. And then if you want to go out of four-wheel drive, you just click it, and it'll take you know, depending on the speed you're going, it will take a little bit of distance to go out, or you can always just stop and, you know, put it in reverse. And as soon as you put it in reverse, like most four-wheel drive trucks, it takes it right out. All the wing windows and everything are really nice and tight. You're not going to get any wind noise. You know, your power door locks. It's got the keyless entry and stuff. So it's got the key fob that works good and everything, like I've seen in the other video. The compass and temperature work. You know, 77 degrees right now, so that's why they don't want to run the wipers for too long. But they work great, and same with the full drive system. They didn't want to drive around too much on the warm pavement. But it goes in and out seamlessly. You can see it's got the tack dash. It's got 124, 187,000 miles. So it's a nice low mile Bronco. One of the best color combos. My favorite is the black and the white Eddie Bauer's. Is really just it just got a killer look to it. But as you've seen in the video, the underside, you know, all the brakes have recently been done. You know, we've done a bunch of service work to it. You know, motorcraft plugs, cap rotor, air filter, oil change, rear end service, trans service, all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna get out here on the highway. We're gonna do some kind of, hopefully if traffic allows, we can get up to highway speeds. Maybe you can see the blinker come on. And so I'm going to go ahead and just click the overdrive basically back on. It's always on unless you click the off button, but it's really like owner preference. You know, it's kind of like changing your oil every 3,000 or 4,000 miles. It basically is just kind of keep the wear and tear off the transmission. You could, you know, a lot of owners just never even touch the button, and that's perfectly fine. But it's just kind of, if you're in stop and go traffic, or you're towing a trailer, or you're, you know, just doing in-town driving, you know, where you're coming to stoplight or whatever, you do you turn off the overdrive, and it kind of just keeps the exercise out of the transmission. It's just kind of preventive maintenance, and it keeps it from going into overdrive and out of overdrive over and over again. But again, it's perfect fine, just never mess with it, but I just like to show that it works. You can see it's got nice shine on the hood. You know, we're doing about 65 miles an hour now. Go ahead and punch it. You know, it's if I get some good speeds. You can see that, you know, the bug guard shakes a little bit. It's kind of your typical bug guard stuff. I'll go ahead and turn off the overdrive again, and you'll see it jump up in RPMs. Turn it back on. It just jumps down. But it brakes really nice, smooth. And cruise control works. We'll turn off here, kind of do some back roads. Gonna come to a stop down here, and you'll see it brake just really nice, straight and smooth. You know, no shaking or noises or, you know, pulsating or anything like that. So we're gonna take you a little bit of back road here, where it's just got some nice tight 90 corners. But before that, there's a bunch of patches and stuff like that. You can see this road's is terrible. You can just feel it's really nice and solid Bronco. There's a patch and a pothole. A couple potholes. Here's a patch right here. But it's you know, no rattles coming from underneath, you know, no rattles inside. That's what's nice about, you know, a truck like this that, you know, hasn't been molested. The stereo's been replaced, but that's about it. You know, hasn't had a, you know, bunch of stereos, you know, bunch of you know, door panels on and off a bunch of times, a bunch of random screws random place. These nice original Broncos and trucks are just great to have, because you don't have all those broken clips and rattles and issues. You can see no lights are on. So we're going to come into the tight 90 here, and you kind of see by, you know, my hand is you go tight to the left. It's got really good resistance. You know, it just turns that little bit and it goes 90s around. You know, if my steering wheel was really far over, you know, the steering's wore out, but it gives you good resistance like it should, and then it wants to, if you let go of the steering wheel, it wants to return to center as much as possible, which is how a good steering box should be. Come into another tight 90 here. No binding, no slop. Going down the road, you're not trying to find center. But, all right, so if you guys need any additional videos or photos, please don't hesitate to ask. We'll get a cold start video coming down the line here in a little bit. And yeah, so good luck. This is just a killer looking original Bronco, and it's going to be going at no reserve. So good luck, everybody.
All right, here we are for the underside video of the 96 Ford Bronco Eddie Bauer. It's a killer Bronco. It's only got a little over 120,000 original miles. Really the best year to have, 96, and the best color combo. Really nice underneath. It's not you know, not steam cleaned and pressure washed or nothing, but you can see it's nice original state. Hasn't been abused. You know, you get a little bit of surface rust like on the tow package and stuff like that, and some of the undercarriage items. But you'll go through here. We had a full service done on it. Front and rear end were serviced. Oil change, full tune-up, Motorcraft parts, all that stuff, alignment. You can see it's still got the original axle wrap decal. You can see, even still see the original decal on the brake line, which is amazing. Doesn't have very many miles and a complete brake job. You can see inside you got the one of the tires and wheels off front and rear. You can see inside the drum. It doesn't have very many miles. You can see all the hardware. Nice and clean, lots. I mean, shoe life forever. And you can see the sides the same way. Wheel cylinder's been replaced. I'll take you down to the front here. You can see the new pads. Calipers don't have a lot of life on them. And the rotors were replaced too, but you get a little bit of the surface rust action. But you can still see, this is what's really cool, is these original keepers. These are usually long gone on these Broncos. They're the F-Series. The original decal on the wishbone suspension cross member. Original assembly markings. Also on the shocks, these original shocks, and they're still in good condition. But I'll kind of back off here so we can get a little bit more light. You know, all the, you know, it's a little dirty and a little greasy from, you know, just the years, 24 years of use, but you can see the same area on the shock there. Still got the keepers. You know, all that stuff in really nice shape. No rust on the core support. We had the sway bar bushings replaced. A little bit dark up here, but hopefully you guys can see it. We got lots of photos of it too. See the bolts, still got that nice clean look, original piece, and it's still got some shine to it. The little things like that kind of stick out to me. Just because to keep this stuff this clean is you know, this Bronco hasn't seen a lot of heavy use. You know, a lot of times these things are rusted out. The hoop steps for the original steps. You know, you can still see I mean, you could just read the original part number real good on the trans mount. I mean, the bolts on the tranny mount still have a nice shine to them. You know, all this stuff. I mean, I like to keep things in the nice, honest condition where you can see it's been cared for its whole life. You can see, you know, you have your little road filth, but it's not sparkly clean, and it's not filthy either. So, all right, this is going at no reserve. An extremely hard to find Bronco nowadays. Oh, one thing, if you see the other photos and videos, it has an aftermarket oil cap. Someone probably just lost it at some point. But I got one off eBay, so I'll get that bad boy cleaned up. It was kind of driving me nuts. And get that installed for the owner. So you'll probably see it along the photos there. And there'll probably be a photo thrown up of the my 96 Bronco. It's got 291,000 miles. I'm actually getting it back from the shop tomorrow. I had the top end rebuilt, new heads and everything. So that's kind of what led me to sell this bad boy finally, was just kind of realizing I put a few miles on it, but I'm probably never going to really fully replace my white Eddie Bauer. So let this go off to somebody's, you know, garage and be well cared for and loved. So all right, everybody, just let me know if you need anything else.